And INEC has received 12 additional party registration requests. So on top of the 110 that they said earlier, another 12. And I have a feeling this might not be the last. Coming up at 4, we'll be looking at the coalition. Yes, indeed, we will. There are lots of things coming out of there. There seems to be a little bit of a problem because they say the party is now struggling. There's a power struggle. This is as the big question posed is who gets the ticket. There are 3 notable people there who we know are all interested in the office of president. And at 5 o'clock, some leaders, traditional rulers, have asked the governor of River State to defect to the APC, not just because it's something everyone is expecting, but the reason they've given is for regional development so that the South-South states can be together. There's national, political unity. Oh, it's a reason. We'll talk about it at 5. 6 brings a major news, and after that, it's open season. Stay with us. Welcome back. Hard Facts, 92.3 Nigeria Info. Sam Oracle Chinedu here. Well, if you are not aware, legendary Super Eagles goalkeeper has passed on at the age of 61. The Nigerian footballing world was thrown into mourning on Thursday following the death of former Super Eagles goalkeeper and 1994 AFCON winner Peter Rufai, who passed on at the age of 61. Rufai was said to have died in Lagos in the early hours of Thursday following a brief illness. Former Nigerian midfielder Wike Akani confirmed that the body of Rufai had been deposited at the Lagos hospital. The NFF described him as a giant of Nigerian football and one of the country's most iconic players, forever in our hearts, Dodo Mayana, the NFF wrote. And even our president has sent condolences. There are tributes pouring in from everywhere. Well, because indeed he is a legend. And you know what they say, legacy is something that outlives you. So it's on that note that he would be remembered for the work that he has done. And I say this every time, whenever there is a death that is notable, a famous person that we talk about, the big question is, what is your own legacy? And I'm not asking that you try to win a popularity contest, but the point is, at some point you will not be here. That's exactly how life works. If you believe in life, then death is a part of life as well. And when that happens, there will be questions asked about what you have done, what you'll be remembered by. You may not be famous, right? You don't have to be famous. But it's important that you are etched in some people's heart. As someone I know who passed on, and, well, usually in death, there's something they call last respect. And everyone has to say a few things, how they feel about this person, what the person meant to them. And believe me, you do not want to be a person who people have to struggle to find the words to describe you. Right? Maybe you're really not a wonderful person, but because you've passed on, and usually there's supposed to be respect for the dead, I say, well, he was a good man. He did well, and everybody just moves on. Because they know that it's not true. So, rest in peace, Peter Rufai. And I'm hoping that when it's anybody's turn to rest in peace, you actually do rest in peace. President Bola Tinubu says former Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai wrote his name in gold in the sporting annals of Nigeria and the African continent. In a statement issued by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, the president paid tribute to the football icon fondly remembered by fans as Dodo Mayana. The football legend died yesterday at the age of 61. Okay. Well, we go from that to the big one. Once again, the gladiators, the giants, are at it again. Former Governor of Rivers State, Chibuike Amaechi, has criticized the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, saying he does not know why Wike disrespects him. Amaechi, a former Minister of Transport, said this on Channels Television on Thursday. These are interesting times. Let's see. Here it is.
Let the Minister for FCT, but I don't want us to make him the subject of the debate or of the conversation. Let him come. Let's take a walk from the airport to Port Harcourt. No police, no army, nothing. Just two of us. Who is more popular? I don't know. I just stated that. Can you please go to other things? There's so much noise. I don't know why he doesn't respect people like us. I'm older. I brought him up in politics. Or who was he? You see, he's a distraction. If the position continues to focus on him, we will be distracted from making the people know that this 2027 election is between the people. There's no party, no ADC, no ADA, not this.
Okay, Amaechi. When asked why he remained silent during the feud between his successor and the suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminala Ifubara, former Governor Rotimi Amaechi questioned the need for his intervention, suggesting that the eventual outcome spoke for itself. He reportedly said there was no need to intervene as the situation had resolved with someone eventually surrendering. Amaechi also pointed to what he described as ongoing looting in the government. Amaechi, who is a member of the newly formed opposition coalition, further confirmed that he is no longer a member of the ruling APC. He said he resigned on Tuesday.
I'd already transmitted my letter to the ward chairman. So I directed one of my staff from my village to convey the letter to the ward chairman that I've left the party, if there was any party called APC, by the way. You know, we have so much noise going on.
Yes, we do. We do have a lot of noise going on. Well, let's go over to the other side because the feud is not a one-sided thing. Earlier, during his monthly media chat on Thursday, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike dismissed key members of the newly formed opposition coalition, describing them as politically irrelevant. The minister boasted of his political dominance over Amaechi. Okay, you have to give me a few seconds for this one. Okay, here we are.
The man was Senate president, to Amaechi. Nigerians were happy. Nigerians were happy when he was Senate president 8 years. And there was no single project to Otumbo. Not one. He was fine with the content to go to Otumbo. Nigerians were not angry then. Nigerians are only angry now. It's not correct. When the Amaechi was minister for 8 years, Nigerians were not angry. When Nigeria became indebted, Chinese loan is not Nigerians are angry. When I make Nigeria to be so much indebted with loan, it's unfortunate for we. You use Nigerians and play politics up and down.
FCC Minister Nyesom Wike further criticized former Transportation Minister Chibuike Amaechi, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and other members of the new opposition coalition, speaking during the inauguration of the Aguma Palace Radio, Nigeria New Market Road in Abuja. Wike said Amaechi will never come back to power. He accused the former Rivers governor of putting Nigeria into debt when he was Minister of Transportation.
He had an opportunity to be Speaker for 4 years. He had an opportunity to be Minister of Transportation for 8 years. He never made angry Nigerians to be happy. He will not come back to power. 2015, I defeated very powerful governor who wanted his boy to be governor. 2019, Super Minister, borrowing money from China bank everywhere, making us to be highly indebted. 2019, DG to Mr. President, that he couldn't get 20% for Mr. President. I defeated him.
Well, the FCC minister also took a swipe at former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and urged the leaders of the opposition coalition to show their scorecards. That's interesting.
I have said, everybody show your scorecard. When I was a Senate President in 2023, they said they will support one man whose business has been from 1999, I'm in this party. 2006, I'm in this party. 2014, I'm in this party. 2019, I'm in the other party. Now, 2025, I'm in another coalition. The Born You Born coalition.
Okay. So, that's exactly how beef works. The best way to describe this, and I mean, the perfect example that comes to mind is in music, particularly rappers. Well, singers do it as well, but rappers are known to, have beef, and they go into the studio. This one curses this one out. The other one drops bars and punchlines. The Tupacs and Biggies of this world, Drakes and Kendrick Lamar's of this world, and even here in Nigeria, the MIs and Vectors, and I think Odumodu is at it with, what's his name again? Black Bones. Everybody has something to offer. Everybody brings something to the table, but they disagree on the issues of strategy and ideology. So what do? Whenever they have the opportunity to address the public, for a musician, it's in the studio. For politicians, it's in the studio still, because it's an interview. They say a few things about that other person. Now, there's nothing wrong in Amaechi and Wike going at it, because they've been at it for quite some time, right? There's nothing new about it. However, the point I want to make would be encapsulated in this statement. Soldiers die in war, but kings die in the palace. The problem is almost always with the foot soldiers, the supporters, the followers. What Wike said, what Amaechi did. And those who carry it on their head are usually the followers. And I can understand that you are loyal to a political movement, you are subject to some figure. As we know in this part, there are Wike boys and Amaechi boys and all of that. There are supporters, sympathizers, followers. You kind of need followers for these things to make sense. But please remember, right, that soldiers die in war and kings die in the palace. I don't need to explain that statement. You just should get it. So while you are following, supporting, arguing, deliberating, have sense. Because the king is almost never hurt. But the actions of the king brings problems. A lot of times, the soldiers who go to fight, whether it's for a country or in ancient times for a kingdom, maybe it was the king that they offended. Maybe it was something that the king did. But guess what? They send the army to go and defend the country. So again, the followers, the supporters, be careful. Okay, what is our next big story? River civil servants have threatened a protest over unpaid salaries. They are unhappy. They are disgruntled. They've had just about enough. The chairman of the Nigeria Civil Service Union in River State, Chuks Osuma, says civil servants will go on protest if the state government does not give a reason for the delay in paying the June salary by the end of their National Executive Council meeting this week. Mr. Osuma said this in an interview with correspondent Soebi Oruwari. He explained that the protest was supposed to take place yesterday, but was put on hold.
The sole administrator went to Abuja to defend budget. He didn't appear. So they sent the salary for him to sign. I don't know. Because instead of him paying salaries, he invested a worker's salary to get whatever he wants, apart from whatever they want to do with River State money. We are disappointed, and by the time we come back from our next meeting, we are going to take a different action. We will not tolerate it again. The two gates leading to the government house, we are going to block it. Please, at the end, maybe before the end of the month, 30th, we've not gotten up to take off. Workers are not paying salary.
He also spoke about the steps the union has taken to find out why salary payment is now being delayed.
What happened yesterday, we were supposed to march down to the government house. I called the head of service before yesterday. They were in a conference through my office of the Auditor General. But yesterday we spoke. She assured me that salary will be paid yesterday. And up till now, salary has not been paid. But I wonder how civil servants, because it's when salaries are paid, families will have money to spend. People are complaining. I've had several calls. It is a very big concern. We are supposed to march to the head of service, march down to government house, and tell that man.
Tell that man what, my brother? Meanwhile, some civil servants in River State say since the declaration of a state of emergency, their salaries are no longer paid on time. They spoke to our correspondent.
Up to now, we have not been paid. Since the incoming this emergency rule, salary payment has been delayed. We always take salary to the next month. That's what we are experiencing. In the past administration, we have not been experiencing that. In the past administration, brings 426, 26, and we don't know the cost. Nobody is giving us information about delay in salary payment. So we don't know. This is the hardship we are going through. Your family challenges, your children will go to school, and then you don't have this money to take care of your family.
The delay of salary started when this salary came in. Look at the they can't even come to work. There's no money to buy food. They should do something about it.
I feel that because some people that I want to reach, I cannot reach them when I was supposed to reach. So we are still looking up to him as a father. Do the right thing at the right time. That's why people will rejoice.
Okay. So laborer is worthy of his wages. That's all I have to say about that. Well, the numbers to call are 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp is 080 903 06 416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. You can watch, listen, and engage. Please turn off your radio as you call. We've talked about the passing of Peter Rufai, the Amaechi, Wike, Feud, reignited. River civil servants threatening protests over unpaid salaries. And coming up next, we'll be talking about INEC claiming that it has received another 12 additional party registration requests. Yes, indeed. These are interesting times. Lawson calls from Yenagoa. He's my first caller. Hello, Lawson. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Sam.
Afternoon.
But those people saying the June salary has not been paid. Is it that they themselves they are in order? Because the June salary was paid yesterday evening. Towards evening, yes. It's not just even the workers, even pensioners received. Although as at yesterday, not everybody received, but a good number received. Came not yes, came towards evening, and so I think by today, a lot more will also have, and maybe payment will be completed. So that matter, I don't know why they are saying that June salary has not been paid. It's strange.
Lawson?
Well?
Hello, Lawson?
As for, yes.
Are you a civil servant?
No, I'm not, but my cousins, even my father-in-law that is retired, they are all there in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
River State.
So if a person tells you...
They received yesterday.
Yeah, if a person tells you that they have not been paid, whether some got yesterday or some will get tomorrow, why would there be controversy or argument about a person's personal experience with their own pay?
No, understand me. The story out there is that the June salary has not been paid up till now.
That's right.
That's the statement. And so I know a lot of people that have received the June salary.
It's not. It's not a problem.
Same time.
Yes. So we will also wait for those who are supposed to receive it to still come and say, "Oh, we have gotten it." While we appreciate, that you're doing what you're doing, it's also in their place to say, you don't reach us. So don't you think they should be in position to do that?
One thing I notice about Rivers workers is that when the salary is not paid, they make noise. But when it is paid, nobody will call you and tell you it has been paid.
Yes, now you make noise when something is wrong.
The minister was governor. So they will never tell you. And as for the FCC minister and Rotimi Amaechi, it has always been like this. It's politics, and it has always been about their interest. And that's why I am not too interested in their feud. It's their interest. That is what it's about. And who is better than who, not what they can do for the people. It's terrible in this country, the way we reason. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Lawson. Clinton calls from Bori. Hello, Clinton. Good evening.
Sam Oracle, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sorry. Good afternoon.
Yes, indeed, a worker deserves his wages. I don't want to know what have made these salaries delayed. I think it should be paid immediately. I do things with a lot of the civil servants here in River State. And I'm telling you for free that especially teachers have not been paid their salaries. It should be paid, no matter what. On the feud going on, Sam Oracle, it's always about personal interest. I have listened to the Right Honorable Amaechi. He has been speaking of recent rather. This man has gone into extinction for a very long time now, but he has surfaced into the political limelight. Why? Because of the coalition. So I think that it's now seeking relevancy. He was never relevant in River State since 2015. See, Sam Oracle. These people, this man in question has been in power. He was a super minister. He attracted nothing to River State. Nothing to River State. What is he bringing to the table? You're coming back and telling us that you retired from PU. You are never a member of APC. You left the party long ago. We never saw you as a party member. On your radio stations, some of your guests have been saying that Amaechi have been attending meetings. Which meeting? He has confirmed it and left the party long ago. So he was just there, causing chaos to the party. We are very happy that he has left us. APC in River State is back functioning fully under Chief Tony Okusha.
No, Clinton. Clinton, did we not listen to the same thing? He said he left the party on Tuesday. He didn't say he had left long ago. He said he left on Tuesday.
No, if you listen to the interview fully, he said that he has not been attending any meetings. That he was even surprised why he has not been expelled from the party. So why was there people like this guy, that's the word you coming on there to deceive River people that they are still members of the APC when they were never members of the APC? So I think we should stop this and stop this attention seeking and face what they are doing now.
Okay, thank you. Well, he has officially left, so I'm guessing the peace that the APC needs will finally be found. Jude from Amuma. Call back if you can, 0817-923-0002. Ezenya Chima on WhatsApp says, Peter Rufai dies at 61. My heart goes out to the family and the entire world of sports and pray for the repose of his soul. And for Ibasi's delay in salary from the onset, I knew that he will offer nothing as the interest of the state is not his business. Ezenya Chima. Okay. Chinedu, Minister Wike, is it too early to cry? He will come back to his village. The coalition has come to stay from GC. Okay, GC, I had to not take some part of that message. Amaechi and Wike are cut from the same fabric, no difference. Tested and failed. It baffles me when people think one is a saint and the other is bad. Let's retire all of them and bring on board new personalities, Dave says. Thank God, ability Atuebu. Some greetings. Amaechi igniting Feud. Amaechi was a super minister of transportation for 8 years and failed to attract federal government projects to the state. Now that Wike is the minister of FCT, what has he attracted to the state? This is his 2 years as minister. What can he boast of? Thank God, he's asking. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Divine. I'm calling from Wike.
All right, Divine. Go ahead.
Yeah, my take on this is that, first, on Minister Wike, Minister of FCT, that man, whatever he's saying about Amaechi right now, and Atiku, I will give credence to it that, yes, very correct, very accurate. These people, for me, they are expired leaders. They should go home and rest. In fact, they are retired. They are tired and tired. They should go and rest. And let's watch what these people for the next 3 years they have to stay. Lastly, Amaechi talking about Wike or his party. He has left the APC. Wike should know. Let's know who is more popular. He should take from what they call it.
From the airport.
I didn't know he had that talent of trekking or running. He should have told us he wanted to bet on Olympics. All this while he didn't trek when he was governor. As minister, he did not trek. Now he's no longer relevant. He wants to trek somebody who is relevant. When he was governor, why didn't he trek? Let us know actually who is popular. Or when he became a minister. Now he wants to trek. He should please trek to Abuja. From there, trek the new road that leads to Lagos, that is to Calabar. Whenever he's tired, we'll bring him back to Port Harcourt. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Lugoman calls from HA. Hello, Lugoman. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I agree to especially. Greetings from HA to you.
Good afternoon.
The Lugoman.
Go ahead.
Yes, I want to first of all say that FCT minister is always good on media chats, talking what is not right on the media every time. See, Amaechi have challenged him, and he should face the truth by coming out to show his popularity. Amaechi said he should come out, they should trek without security and know who is popular. See, as long as River State and Nigeria is concerned, Amaechi is more popular than Wike. Remember when Amaechi was governor, the project he did are speaking for him all over River State, all the looks and crannies of River State. You remember too that this APC that Wike is claiming today that to be a member was made easy by Amaechi. Amaechi defected with some governors and made APC attractive. Nigerians embraced APC because of Amaechi, and he delivered. Even as a minister, Amaechi performed creditably well, as long as rural is concerned, all over the country, including River State here. So I don't know where Amaechi will challenge Amaechi. I don't know. And Amaechi made him what he is today. Politically, Amaechi made what he is. Amaechi made him chief. Amaechi made him for Senate. So Jonathan made him governor. You see, Amaechi, Wike cannot challenge much with Amaechi. Let me tell you that it's not by writing results. Wike cannot win election in River State apart from writing results. He spends River people's money in making sure he bribe INEC to get results. It's not what we are saying. I'm talking about real politics, real grassroots politics. My brother, Amaechi is the way to go.
Look,
let
man.
me tell you that,
When Wike was running for his first term as governor of River State,
yeah,
how exactly did he write the result?
my brother, in this state. Ailugaman is also in this state. Jonathan and his wife did everything in 2015. Now, Amaechi and Wike emerged, not by the vote of Nigerians or Rivers people. In 2019, you saw how Awara almost defeated him. But if not that, the power that be, Wike to use Rivers people's allocation to make his way. So he cannot, that person cannot challenge Amaechi. You see, this ADC now, as long as Amaechi is involved in this ADC, you will see what will happen. Amaechi was DG to Buhari, first tenor and second tenor, and he delivered.
Okay.
See, my brother, we will stop you. This 2027 is between Nigerians and APC.
All right, thank you, Lucky Man.
That we are going to vote out APC on 2027, no matter the power that be. So
thank
for
you
me,
very much.
Amaechi and Wike cannot talk where Amaechi is talking in Nigerian politics.
All right.
What about you use our money to buy it?
Thank you. That would be just about enough. Well, live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Peter Side Emmanuel on Facebook says it's not enough to remember those who had worked for the growth and development of the country only when they are dead. But men like that should be celebrated while they are alive. And I'm certain he's talking about Peter Rufai. On INEC registering more parties, I think it's not the solution. However, what we need is electoral reform where we can vote electronically and our votes will count. Once the votes of the electorate can count, our politicians will be humble to serve and not act like emperors. Akobundu Godson says Amaechi Wike reigniting feud. All right, the feud is their business, he says. And thank God Atwebu, what can FCT minister boast of that has attracted to the state, he asks. Chima calls from Rumokuta. Hello, Chima, good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Oracle.
Good afternoon.
Still on the rift between my leader and Amaechi. Mr. Oracle, I don't know why some people are choosing to become an embodiment of ingratitude. Now, let me take you to memory lane. Since the inception of politics from 1999, when Amaechi and Wike started knowing each other, the moment Yeso Wike departed from Amaechi has never won any election in Rivers State. Quote me. Even when he became the campaign director or chairman of Buhari, he lost Rivers State woefully twice. Now, if Amaechi should challenge Wike walking on the street, political populace is not like theater art. Do you remember when Amaechi was about to declare in Amaechi Stadium? He ran around the stadium as a kind of maybe a kind of throwing some kind of joke against Tinubu because it was a rumor that Tinubu was not healthy. He ran around. But when Tinubu declared in Lagos, he didn't run. He just went and sat down. And when he was making his speech, he said, "Do you know why, as I came to declare, you did not see me running around? No, I'm not declaring for wrestling or for sports. I am declaring for power, ideology, innovation. This is politics. It is not about you telling people to come and walk on the road. You want to look for Jim I and what they calling it, Nua to walk on the road. Now what I want to make us understand is that Amaechi came to Obiapo, which is just a weekend on local government, and said that after God that is in heaven, that they should thank Nyesom Wike for him. That was when he met as a governor through court. Now, I wonder the reason why you are beginning to call Nyesom Wike your boy. It was a teamwork. Yes, one person will be a governor at the time, and he became the chief of staff. Now keep that one on one side. Now, I think we're not talking about that. Do you know what is the original problem between Nyesom Wike and Amaechi? Amaechi betrayed Nyesom because the agreement was that when I support you, we do this thing, finish, you become a governor, I will be the next governor. That was the thing. After 1 year, Amaechi did finish, he wanted to say no, to truncate that. We just said no, I will take it from your hands. Now, no matter where the power came from, no matter the support, no man can do it alone. We just took it as was agreed. So I don't know why Amaechi at this point in time, we need to make Nyesom Wike a talk of the day. We should be very, very grateful to Nyesom Wike.
Thank you, Chima.
I'm telling you.
Okay, thank you, Chima. Muriel calls from Okrika. Hello, Muriel. Good evening. Sorry, good afternoon.
Hello, Sam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, unfortunately, Sam, we've not gotten leaders that love us, especially in River State. We've not gotten. In fact, it seems to me as though our military administrators those days, were even better. They love.
Oh my! So sorry, Muriel. Okay, so let's see. More messages. Over to Facebook. Zephaniah John says, what has FCT minister attracted to the state? Someone who could not promote civil servants, common classroom teachers during his administration, can have the audacity to talk to someone who has done a lot in River State. Wike cannot talk to ordinary Rivers persons, and he or she would listen because he has done the worst to civil servants. And over to WhatsApp. Owanete Clinton West says, so sad the sudden death of Nigeria's former goalkeeper, Peter Rufai. May his soul rest in peace. The River State civil servants have threatened to protest for any further delay of their June salary. This is a step in the right direction because River State civil servants are suffering. I see no reason why civil servants' salaries should be delayed. Wike and Amaechi, I can never settle forever. Both of them are not considerate. Okay. Malachi says, I agree with Amaechi on this one. The FCT minister makes a lot of noise. If Amaechi and Wike takes a walk on the street of Port Harcourt without any security, official, Wike will be stoned while Amaechi will be left on scratch. Wike's approach to issues is toxic, Malachi says. After the break, we'll take the final headline. Stay with us.